Hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to walk you through some actions the districts will need to take with the release that was just installed into your PowerSchool Special Programs servers. With the latest release, there are three new areas, a new document template at the district side, and two new reports that you will need to assign security access to in order to be able to utilize since this release has been installed. I will start off by saying that this video is used for training purposes only, that no real students or data are used in the filming of this video, as we are using a sandbox server full of fake information, and any likeness to any real student is purely coincidental. So with the release that has taken place this weekend, the weekend of 4/13 and 14, 2024, there is a new state report for duplicate students. There is a new state report for second grade child find summary for your gifted students. And there is a new document template for that second grade child find summary entry. Each one of those will need security permissions attached to them in order to be, number one, seen, and number two, utilized within the special programs platform for our Alabama users. I will say that in order to make these changes, you will need to be logged in as the super admin. I jokingly always say it's the person with the super secret password. So the first thing I'm going to do as I'm logged in here to special programs is to assume the system admin role. Note that I'm making security changes and enter the super secret admin password. So the first place that I want to take you is a new report that you will see that is to help identify duplicate students inside of special programs. We are all aware that from time to time we get duplicate students over inside of the SIS, in which we have to put in tickets to PowerSchool where they merge those records together. Sometimes we have seen where those records merging has not been completed in the special program side, and it can lead with issues in your child count submissions. It leads to issues in transferring of envelopes and so forth. So you can now activate a new report where you can see any possible duplicate students. So first, where is the report located? Well, if you're logged in with just your user, you will not see it because you don't natively get access to all reports. But if you log in as a super admin and you go into reporting and standard reports and scroll to the public student reports, there is now a new report in the list called duplicate students report. If I click on this report, I'm going to be presented with students who have the same name, date of birth, gender, enrollment date, and so forth, grade level. But notice, like here in this student, I've got two different student IDs. So this is most likely where there were different IDs on students across the state when the student was enrolled. Maybe it was a student that was in the district at one point in time, but they left, went somewhere else, came back to me, and came back in with a new ID number. These would need to be merged, and so you would use those steps that we're all familiar with on merging, and you would need to take action upon them. So how do you get access to this report here? So once you're into the report as the super secret admin, you're going to click on security, and this is where you'll need to decide what security groups need to see this report. So do you need all groups to see it? Do you just need your district admin, your special programs admin? Do you want to say, yes, the security admin? Is it just your special education administrator? Who needs to see? Keeping in mind that this could be for all of your users. It could be for your gifted user, your 504 students, your EL students. So whoever might need to lay eyes on these and who is kind of managing the student body inside of special programs. So you as a district need to choose those check boxes and click accept. Once you do, then that report will show up under the standard reports, public student reports for those users. So that's the first report change that we will need to touch. The second report is actually a report that is based off of an entry from the district level. So let me actually go back here and show you that there is an area you can do document template entry. We're familiar with that on students, but you can also do it to districts. So in special programs, if I go search districts, and if I know my district ID number, so if I'm working with this old Opelika Sandbox server, And I know the district ID is 179. I can type that in. If you're not sure what your district ID is, you can put a percent, which is the wildcard search, to search, and you'll see your district listed inside of here. Inside of this, there is document template abilities for districts, just like we can add new documents to students. And there is a new document, and guidance will be coming from the gifted section on what to do with this second grade child find summary. But you'll be able to or need to create this second grade child find summary document for your district. But in order to do that, you have to do two things. You have to grant access to the user group to have the document attachment. And once the document attachment is there and you create these counts of your second grade child find for gifted, I'm just going to throw some numbers in here just to show you what it does. Save done editing, and I've got it in there. Set document to final. It works just like any document that you have on your students. Think about placing IEPs, same type of document procedures inside of here. This document will also feed to a report that under standard reports is listed under state report district data. You get this second grade child find summary, and would give you that information there. Now, in order to see these, you have to do two things. So one, to be able to see this report under, again, standard reports, district data, you're going to have to go into this security and check who you want to see this inside of your district. From my understanding, most of these are going to be for your gifted students that you're looking for. So you want to heavily make sure that your gifted, talented admin for the district has this. Once you have checked the boxes that need to be checked, you click accept. Now, that allows them to see the report under standard reports. But how do they get to the actual document template inside of the search? So in that case, we're going to need to actually go into security, and you can go one of two ways. You can do it through security or do configuration. I typically always go through configuration, so I'll just lead you through here to the document templates. Now, we're very familiar with how to assign security to all these document templates that attach to the student. But what you're going to have to do is go up here to the top under select profile type and change it from students to district, and you'll see the three document templates that we have out there for districts to use. And so now you see the second grade child find summary. So I'm going to click on the security lock. And remember that we have different categories. So you're going to, right now, when you go to this, all of your boxes are going to be unchecked. And this is looking at it from the top tier system-wide level. You'll need to click the filter by category and go to any of these other groups that might need this access. So if I know that it's my gifted coordinator who needs this access, I'm going to go to the gifted and talented subgroup, and I am going to go in to change these right here. So if I needed to make any changes, I'm just going to click and unclick to show you. You would then save the changes once you make the clicks for any of those. And if it needs to be for multiple, I don't see use cases for a viewer or a teacher to be able to see this, but the administrator most definitely. If your overall special or building staff or special programs admin group, so here, if I know that the location-wide or system-wide admins need access, then I'm going to go through here, click the appropriate boxes of what they should be able to do with these, including force finalize, setting, just like do we need it to print, any of the options that you need, and click Save Changes. So there are three places that with this update, you'll need to make sure that you apply the security to 2 reports and to 1 document template so that you'll be able to use these new features and follow the guidance that will be provided from the appropriate sections.